everyone, and welcome to our lovely fish event. Thank you ever so much for joining me. We are going to create a lovely Matisse piece of artwork today with hardly any resources. It's brilliant. All you need is some coloured card or paper, which should be in your kits, and one big piece of paper. I'm going to use black today for my background. You should have also some oil pastels in 3 colours, any colours you like. I'm going to use those ones today. And then the other things you will need are the glue stick. And finally, an important part is a pair of scissors, because Matisse was known for doing lots of patterned work and cutting it out into all these gorgeous shapes and then placing them carefully in an organised way on his paper. That's what we're going to do today. So the first thing, pop the piece that you want to do as a background. So I'm going to choose that one. That one I'm not going to draw on. I'm just going to leave that one on the side for the moment because I don't need that one right now. And I'm just going to pick up any coloured card. I've got a bit of scrappy card here. You've got some nice ones in your kits, hopefully. And I'm going to start by, I'm taking a bit of the paper off my pastel here, like this. And I'm just going to switch my camera so you can see exactly what I'm doing. There you are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by making some patterns. So you just think of like swirls or lines, any kind of patterns that you'd like to create. I'm going to do a row of E shapes here. And then I might do some zigzaggy wavy lines. But just making these lovely patterns on your paper. Now these are oil pastels. Do a hashtag sign. These are oil pastels, so they're a little bit like crayons, but they've got a waxier. They're lovely for making marks, and they're very bright in colour compared to crayons, which is nice. I might do some circles here. So any pattern you'd like to create, you can be as imaginative as you like. Zone out for a bit and make some marks. There we are. So there's my first piece all done. I'll hold it onto that one as well. And I'm just going to leave that on the side, and I'm going to get myself another colour. I'm going to go for green, and another oil pastel. I think I'm going to go for white. I'm going to take off the paper a little bit again, so I've got some space. I've actually got some oil pastel to use. There we go, like that. And again, we're just making marks. You can do anything you like. And just fill your paper with all these lovely patterns. So it's a really easy piece, but it's going to look fantastic and effective. And I'll show you what it will look like. So this is your example here. Look at that. So we literally just make all these gorgeous patterns and cut them out. So I'm doing some waves this time. I might do some triangles. Any mark you want to make, but we're just filling and adding some interest to our coloured paper that we have. We could always do some other little bits. We don't want to do it too big. Use some like wavy lines. Like this. Oh, how about some zigzags? Some nice. I might do a few rows of those because they're fun. So I'm speeding through today, but you can always pause the video and catch up with me as we go. hear another little voice. It's my little girl in the back. And we'll finish off with some of those E's because I liked those. And do swirlies. Trying to keep it slightly consistent with the size. There we go. There's that one as well. And then finally I'm going to do my yellow because I've got 3 different colours here. Finish up with some yellow. Again, taking my paper off. If you've got a brand new one, I think you've all got brand lovely new ones in your kit. You may not need to do that. But I'm going to do some nice dots. You can mix the colours as well. You don't have to just stick to one colour per sheet. You can do it however you want to do it. But we're just making some gorgeous patterns on our paper just to make it interesting. And then we can get to the cutting out bits. Use some wavy, as if it's a sea. Maybe some leaf shapes. Like this. And I quite like the hashtags. They'll come out nice on the paper. Just keep going. See if you can make a different mark each time. Let's have a little think. What else could we do? Oh, I might do some like M shapes. Ooh, don't worry if that happens, by the way. It's that just shows how nice and soft. Now you will get mucky on this one today. Oil pastels are really filthy and get your fingers covered, but I always think you haven't done art unless you get a little bit mucky. So keep going all the way along, filling our paper. Do some more circles. So whatever marks you want to make, be creative. Go with the flow and enjoy all the colours. Okay, so that's that part of the task. So I've got 3 different really nice patterned pieces of paper now, like so. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut out some random shapes, and they don't have to be triangles and circles. They can be, you know, irregular shapes. And we can also use this straight line of the paper for things that go on the edges, so we don't have to cut those out. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. I might do like a kind of heart shape here. Oh, now I'm going to go bumpy. I'm just going to let the scissors do the work, really, and make decisions what they want to do. So I've got a very weird shape there. Might cut an L shape out. So just lots of different shapes in your papers. So we're just going to continue cutting some nice shapes. Not too small. If you do them too small, it's going to take you a very long time to fill your paper. So try and do them not too big, not too small, just Goldilocks right. Somebody in our class yesterday, when we did this with the children at Fish yesterday live, they did these lovely snaky shapes. They look really good. So I'm going to copy their idea because they're absolutely lovely. So some of them I'm just using, I'm not cutting a straight line. I've already got one on the edge of my paper. Circular shape there. Once you've had enough of one colour, you can always swap to another one. There you go. So we're just creating lots of pieces, almost like jigsaw pieces for our artwork. We could even use that little bit there. That's even a nice shape. That's just the excess of, you know, the bit I've just done. And just keep randomly cutting, no right or wrong. There we go. And once you've done a few like this, then you've got a few shapes in different colours. I'm just going to do my green now as well. Doesn't look green under here. This is green. I wonder if you can see it. There we go. Shows you it's green. Looks more yellowy, doesn't it, under here? Might do like a petal shape this time, or a leaf shape. Those. Maybe another straight kind of L shape. And then what we're going to do is collage them, and collage is just where you cut a piece of paper, which we've done, and stick them down. So I've got my group of shapes there, all with lovely patterns on. I'm going to bring my background piece that I've chosen just here. I grab the glue, and we're just going to think really carefully about where we might want to put these. So I'm going to start with the edges of my piece of paper, gluing all of the corners and everything because we want it to lay flat. We don't want anything peeling off. I'm going to place that on and just make some decisions where you want it all to go. If there's any glue that's coming out, just rub it off like that. And it's like jigsawing the pieces. We want to just place them not too far away from each other, but also not too close either. All those lovely different colours. All those lovely patterns. Building up our picture. I'll show you what it looks like. So I've been using green and yellow, but you can't really tell on the second camera there. You can only tell on that one. Let me use a nice red piece. You'll be able to see a nice contrast there. This one, I love this shape. You don't have to speed through like I'm doing today. You can really take your time and make some lovely patterns. And have this one coming down, actually, down from the top. So I'm making decisions about where I want these pieces to go and where they'll look best. Interesting piece here. In this corner, because it's got a lovely right angle to it. There we go. I don't want too much red in one area, so I'm going to swap to a yellow. But you can do, you've all got different papers of different colours. And just think about where you want it to look, where it looks best. You can rotate it. Move it round. Just build up your picture. So I don't want to put it near my yellow, I don't like that. I might put it down here. I'm just looking at where I'm rotating it to see where it looks best. Quite like that. Now I think I'm going to need some more red because I really like the red. almost like it is jigsawing, really. Leaf shape here. I'm going to try if it will let me at the top. Oh, let's see if I've got space for this lovely one. You don't want them to join or overlap. You want them to have lots of space. Well, not lots of space, but you want them to not touch. That's the trick. Now I'm getting to a point now where I think I'm going to have to cut some more shapes just so I can fill these spaces. So once you've placed those big bits down that you've done, like that, once you've done that, you can see that I've got some spaces, and my shapes that I've got here may not fit, or I might want to look at the colours that I've got and choose some different colours. So I'm going to go back to cutting just to fit some spaces how I want them to fit. You know, I've just found a little bit of white, oh no, actually it's blue, card. So I'm going to just make another pattern on this. I'm going to fill that with just diagonal lines in orange. Things might fit now. Where I might be able to put them. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky, but not really. Diagonal there, look, that looks nice. Another one up here, maybe. Down here. No, up here. And then I think I just need something here, but I'm just going to see what colour. I think I'm going to go back to my green shapes with this bit here. And I just want something, I might do another wiggly snake. I really do like those, and I can trim it down then. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Oh, it's a bit long, so I'm going to have to cut it a bit shorter. About there. And glue that one down too. Now, once you've done that, if you want to, but you don't have to, you might be really pleased with your finished piece. So there's my finished piece. But if you want to, you can then put the glue stick lid back on to keep it so it doesn't dry out. You can then use a pastel. This is like an extra thing, but as I say, if you're pleased with what you've done already, you don't need to do this. But if you want to, you can then add some pattern straight onto the background with your pastels. So now that we've got all these shapes in, I might just try and draw around a few of them, trying not to catch them. this is quite fun to do this bit. But say you don't have to if you don't want to. You can just add pattern to those gaps in whatever way you want to. As a final thing. Like so, and that is our lovely Matisse inspired piece. Now, if you enjoyed doing that, do take a little look at who Matisse is. He's not alive anymore, but he was a really famous artist not that long ago. Ooh, just needs a bit of a line there. And there you go. A really nice, bright, inspired piece. Looking fab. So have lots of fun. I hope you enjoy it, and do share with me your lovely work. And thank you very much for joining me. Take care, everybody.